Today we're going to do some more movement stuff and talk about some other things before that. So I'm going to share my screen. I clicked the wrong button. Here we go. Can you see it?
Yes.
Adnan, thank you. Got a thumbs up. Thanks, guys. All right, today we are going to be doing a little bit of chair yoga. It's everything that you can do in bed. You can do it at your seat. You can do it on the couch. It's just really simple stuff. And we are going to talk about a little more of your mental health and kind of stress relief. Because, oh, we all know that it has been a very stressful time. All of this has been stressful. So we are going to get started. All right, we did activity minutes again this week. And we had over half of the students turn in activity minutes. So I was like, okay, more people are turning them in. Awesome. Some of the favorites, walking on vacation. I can't remember who was on vacation, but they were like, no, we literally walked around for 5 hours one day. My feet were exhausted. All right, there's some activity. Babysitting again, laundry. Someone did a lot of stretching. I was like, yes, that counts. We just talked about that. Cleaning, someone wrote showering. I mean, I'll take it. Don't we all shower? We have to stand up when we shower, right? Like, okay. Taking out the trash, gardening, and fugitive, which I learned what it was this week because of that. It's a game. I'd never heard of it, but all right, so what does that say? I need to move. There we go. Move my little. There it is. The honesty winners. So these are people that were super honest about their workouts or their activity minutes. And those were Liz. Is it Liz Abeth or just Lizbeth? Lizbeth? Lizbeth. Okay. Lizbeth and Michael. Super honest, showed when they were doing things, the times that were like super specific. I felt like they were being super honest about it. Isn't Michael here? Michael, aren't you in here? I thought I saw your face. Yeah, there he is. Looking super happy, Michael. Okay, I'll keep going. All right, and then the team that won that had the most activity minutes is, drum roll, I'll give myself a drum roll, is the green team again. I mean, I'm super excited that the green team won, but I mean, kind of wanted it to be like a blue team or someone else. But green team, woohoo! Green team. What?
I just said, way to go, green.
They did 3,990 activity minutes. That is 66 and a half hours of being active. That is crazy. And it doubled last week. And I think green team took my challenge because almost everyone in green team submitted something. So they were like, we're winning again. So awesome job to green team. All of you that are on there, awesome job. And then the individual people that had the most activity points were Caleb and Eve. Are they in here? I'm looking, I'm scrolling. Okay, no, they're not. We will have to let them know and tell them, hey guys, you won. You should be on this little meeting because they won. All right, so this week we completed over 9,000 minutes of activity, which is 150 hours. So we were not laying down as much as I might have thought. So like claps, round of applause. How do we do those little reaction things? Oh, I can't while I share my screen, but little clapping reactions or something. You guys did awesome. I'm gonna keep going. Here's the order of the teams. Green came in first, then yellow, then blue, then orange, and then red. Just like last week, we had every single team had points. So there wasn't any team that did not submit any. So every team got, I think every team had over 500 minutes. So that was pretty good. All right, we are going to get into it. We are going to be talking about our mental health. But when I say mental health, because we've already talked about it a little bit, Dan talked about it a little bit too, we're going to talk about being aware of it. So it doesn't mean you always have to have good days, great days. You always have to be happy. You always have to be positive. But it's just being aware of kind of your brain and being aware of you and how you're thinking. So let's jump right into it. Being conscious of your mental health. So that's saying I might be having a terrible day, but I'm acknowledging that I'm having this terrible day. Or I know that this is stressing me out, so I can do things to cope with that. I can do things that help, like we talked about writing in a journal. We talked about deep breathing, but just being aware of kind of how your mind is working. It could be school, guys. Like I know school still stresses me out. So just being aware that what your brain is doing and how you are reacting to the things around you. Just knowing about your brain, just knowing about how you're thinking can help with anxiety. If you're conscious of your kind of mental health, it can improve your moods. So if I am having a crummy day, instead of like being super mad and bitter about it, I can think about things that can help and kind of lighten my mood. Gives me a clearer thinking train of thought, sense of calm or inner peace, self-esteem, reduced risk of depression, and improves relationships. If you have that calmer inner peace and you can help with that anxiety and the stress, it leads to some better relationships with your friends, with your family, just kind of in general. And then my fun fact, laughing and having fun and smiling, oh my goodness, guys, that helps so much with anxiety, moods, and so much more. There's chemical, I won't get into it today, but there's little chemicals in your brain. And the more that you laugh and that you smile, and I mean, I personally make a fool of myself all the time. The endorphins in your brain can kind of cheer up your own little mood. So just kind of fun little tidbit there. Stress. Can anyone give me like a head nod or a thumbs up or anything if you are stressed? Anyone stressed currently? You got double thumbs, got some head nods, got some, okay. Everyone is stressed. Literally everyone. I should have raised my hand, both hands. This right now has been so stressful. I can only assume online this summer has been stressful for some. Online in the spring when schools close was stressful. Summer can be stressful. Not knowing about next year can be stressful. I mean, jobs, family, there is so much that goes on in our lives that it's stressful. And I'm here to tell you that your stress is valid. It is okay to have stress. But there's some things that we can do to kind of help with that stress so that we can take a load off of our back a little bit. But stress is your body's reaction to certain events. So I just listed some of them. So like school, huge stressor. Sometimes family can be stressors. What else can be stressors? Money can be stressors. Not knowing can be stressors. Anything that you're uneasy about, it can cause stress. Sometimes the other day, there was no cold bottles of water in the fridge. And for some reason, that really stressed me out because I like cold water. And I was like, why isn't there any cold water? And it was just a hot mess. So little things can also have stress on you. It's our way of rising to the challenge and preparing to meet a tough situation with focused strength, stamina, and heightened awareness. You guys probably know this as your fight or flight. They also added the freeze. So fight, flight, or freeze. When it came to my water bottle situation, I clearly went to fight because I got really angry and was like, I need water. So it's what you, and in each situation, kind of what you deal with best. We're going to keep talking about stress here. So there are negative ways to cope with stress, negative things to do, but we are going to focus on the positive ways to cope with stress. So things that if you are stressed out, things that you can do that can kind of relieve some stress. I didn't put anything about animals, but we started talking about animals at the beginning, and animals can be a great way to relieve that stress. And we talked about also with Dan, and we talked about a routine and some structure too. I don't think I put those on there, but so going for a walk, being active, getting out, clearing your headspace, talking to a friend. I know I personally, I don't know about you, don't necessarily like to tell others when I'm stressed. I like to keep it in, but talking to people can help with that a lot. Reading a book, getting your mind somewhere else, exercising, meditating, expressing your feelings. So a lot of people, again, I included, hold it in. And so just letting those feelings out. You have the right to have those feelings. So letting those feelings out. Laughter, managing your time better. So that's like those routines, or sometimes you can get stressed with homework. And it's much better to get that homework done right away and then doing that one assignment and then you're done, rather than if you wait and then if you pile it up and so you have like a stack of homework, that is much more stressful than just getting it done right away. So managing your time, getting that work done can help a lot as well. Getting enough sleep. I know that's an issue right now because we stay up late, we watch TV. Get enough sleep. Having a sense of humor, that goes back to laughing. Don't be afraid to be silly. It's all right. Take time for yourself. Take a break. They kind of go hand in hand. Reflect on those feelings and sometimes focus on the positives, which I know can be super hard. Like, I get it, guys. I get it. It can be hard, like real hard. So to focus on some of our stress, since all of us raised our hand or thumbs up or head nodded that we have some stress going on, we're going to do some breathing that we talked about not yesterday, last week, to kind of help with some of that stress. So can everyone to start sit up? We worked on that last week. Sit up, make sure your shoulders are back. Try and sit up. I know, it's hard. It is hard. Whew, there we go. Good, look at that posture. Look at it. All right, let's see. So breathing, we went over that posture. We're gonna put our hand on our stomach. You can't see mine, but it's there. Promise. Put a hand on my stomach. I can feel my lunch right now. Hand on my stomach. And we are gonna do some 5 deep breaths together. So we're just gonna go in, feel your stomach expand, and breathe out. Good, that's 1. Good job. Thank you guys for doing it with me. We're gonna do our second one. Ready? Breathe in. Good. Breathe out. Good. Third one, breathe in. Breathe out. You can breathe out of your nose too. I'm just used to breathing out of my mouth, I guess. The fourth one, breathe in. Breathe out. And the last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Yay! You can go back to your hunched, because I know most of us go back into a hunched position. It's what we do. So the next one is we're going to talk about that mind, being aware. We're going to close our eyes. If you can do it with me, we're going to close our eyes, and I actually want you to let your mind, I'll close them too just to show you guys. I want you to let your mind wander. So I'll stop talking here in a second. Just for a little bit, I just want you to think about what you're thinking about. Just let your mind wander. Awesome job, guys. Open your eyes slowly. Everything we do today is going to be slowly. So finish that train of thought. finish what you were thinking about and go ahead and open those eyes. Whew. Sometimes it's good just to think, being conscious of what you're thinking about. So it was kind of really cool to see everyone with their eyes closed too. Like I snuck a peek and opened my eyes, and that was a really cool thing to see. The next, let me click. All right, we just did that. Oh, no, we didn't. Ha. So this time we're gonna close our eyes here again in a second and extend. What is that word? Instead, tongue-tied. Instead of just focusing on your thoughts, I want you to listen. I don't know if you've ever done this before, but there's a lot going on around us. So I want you to, here in a second, to close your eyes, and I'm gonna set a little like 15-second thing on my watch, and I want you to see what you hear. So I'll stop talking here, close those eyes. It's just gonna be for 15 seconds, and we're gonna see what we can hear. So I'm gonna shut my eyes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds, what do you hear? Time, you guys can open up those eyes. I know it's short, 15 seconds. I will go first. I heard that my clock is really loud. I didn't know that you can hear the every single time, but I heard my clock. Does anyone else want to actually share out what they heard with their eyes closed?
It's on air conditioner. I heard an air conditioner.
Air condition. Yeah, that's a good one. Anyone else?
Dishwasher.
Yes. Next.
It was interesting for me on my left side. I've got a fan that's blowing, and I use it as kind of white noise. So it's almost like trying not to hear it, but listening to it really clearly on the left side. And then on my right side was one of my cats, and her little collar was jingling because she was like cleaning her fur. So it was interesting, like listening closely to one side, then the other side.
So you had both sides going. That's awesome. Leanne, did you hear anything?
My ceiling fan.
Your ceiling fan, which can also be like white noise that we try to kind of block out. Rain, what about you? Did you hear anything?
Yeah, my little brother screaming and my dog's barking.
There you go. Very real life. I'm going to move on. Did anyone else want to share? No, move on. Okay, we can move on. It said to do it again, but we're gonna go ahead and skip it. So now we're going to get in to our yoga. I say yoga. It is technically yoga that we're going to be talking about today, but it's things that you can do. I mean, I'm in my office chair. Like, it's things you can do sitting, and just kind of focusing on that brain is really what we're going to be talking about today. Aside from the physical benefits, because yoga does have physical benefits, but we're kind of talking about that brain power today. One of the best benefits of yoga is how it helps a person manage stress. What? Yoga is really good with stress because you are able to calm yourself and you're able to give yourself that time to think. So when we close our eyes and we let our mind kind of wander, that's what you can do during yoga as well. Kind of let your mind wander. Stress can reveal itself in many ways, including pain, sleeping problems, headache, even drug abuse, and an ability to concentrate. And so we're going to try and focus on those positive things that we talked about earlier, to make sure we don't have any of these negative signs, right? And it can be very effective in developing coping skills and reaching a more positive outlook on life. The mental benefits, again, also, have you I don't know, probably not, but there's a thing called goat yoga. I am signed up. I was signed up for it to do it here this summer, but it got canceled. But you go to this farm basically and you do yoga and the goats kind of just crawl on you. Like they just crawl on you. It's kind of cool. Look it up sometime. It's really kind of cool. I can't do anything like that fancy, but they crawl on you. Okay. Other mental benefits. It can improve a person's mental well-being. It creates mental clarity and calmness like we talked about. It increases your body awareness. So if you're moving around, you got to know your body. Relieves chronic stress patterns, relaxes the mind, centers that attention, and sharpens concentration. And the physical ones. I'm not going to read all these physical ones. You guys can look at them and read through them if you would like. But all of the physical ones, just like stretching, you're doing some of the same motion. You're not going like this in yoga, but you're doing some of the same motions as you are with stretching. So it has a lot of physical benefits as well as mental benefits. Now let's do it. So I say let's do it. It's everything that can be done at your chair. So just like with stretching, you can do all of this through when you're watching TV, when you are on the computer, when you are sitting and you need a 2-second break from homework. Yeah, you can do all that. So I'm going to stay here in my office chair. I actually have this like calming music that I'm going to play real quick. See if I can get it to load here. You guys hear it? Yeah. Is it too loud? No, it should be like very, very faint. Hopefully, maybe. All right, let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna walk us through these guys. If you could do them with me, that would be awesome. So come to the edge of your seat or the end of your chair or the edge of your bed. Kind of come to the edge of it. That's a really hard word for me to say apparently. And place both feet on the floor. Try and make sure that your heels and your toes are on the floor, that it's a nice flat, your foot is nice and flat. So we're gonna sit up nice and tall. Again, with that posture, my back is straight, sit up nice and tall. Awesome job, Michael. And I'm gonna put both of my hands with my palms facing down on my legs. So my hands are like this on my legs. And then this is all about slow. It's nothing fast. I'm gonna start moving my head up and down. Not a lot, just a little. Good, Rain. Good, Brianna. Good. This is also time that you can start thinking about those thoughts. Maybe think about some of those things that might even stress you out and how we can deal with them. So now move your head side to side. Again, it's nice and slow. This is all to help with your stress, with your knowing your feelings, knowing your thoughts. I'm even going to think about some things that stress me out. Maybe some ways that I can help. Good, Emily. Now we're going to draw really small circles with our nose. So nothing crazy, but like I'm very slowly going to draw small circles with my nose. Nice and slow so we don't get dizzy. Nice and slow. Small circles with that nose. And I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to rotate the other way. Again, it's nice and slow. You can close your eyes if you want to. Let your mind relax. Take a couple deep breaths. So relaxing. Now we're going to let your shoulders drop. So feel them, kind of make sure they don't have any tension. And kind of when we were stretching, we did like a very forceful roll with your shoulders. You're going to let your body decide this move. You're going to just kind of move your shoulders in a nice, slow way, whatever feels natural to you. So I sometimes even move them opposite of each other. I can move my shoulders opposite of each other. I can move them very slowly up, very slowly down. I'm just moving my shoulders. Maybe even taking my mind off of that stress and onto what my body is doing. I said rotate them the other way, but I didn't even rotate my shoulders. I'm just moving them. So move them for a little bit longer. Move them however is natural to you. Whatever feels good to you. It's your body. Good. You can do all this with eyes open, eyes closed. It's whatever you want to. So now you're going to bring your right hand. Again, I don't know if I'm muted or not, but I'm going to put it on the outside of my left leg. So it's going to cross over my body. So my right hand is going to cross over my body, put it on my left leg, and I'm going to put my left hand behind me and twist. Very slowly. This isn't like when we were stretching and we kind of stayed there. You're going to move, then you can go back to center. You can go and you can keep going. Nice, slow movements, just getting your body going. Again, on some new kind of stuff like this, you can even think about your body instead of maybe some of that stress that's going on. So now I want you to go back to center. So center is when you're sitting normal, when you're sitting straight forward. And go ahead and take that left hand, put it across your body, put the right hand behind you, and kind of move the other way. Again, it's not as hard as a stretch. It's more of, I'm just going to move my body, whatever feels comfortable to me, nice and slow, taking my mind off of the craziness of the world. Good job, guys. We're going to go into that next one now. Bring your feet in a little. So instead of all the way out, I'm going to bring it in. So my toes are on the ground instead of my whole foot. Grab your chair. I'm going to just read it to you guys. Grab your chair with your right hand, like the side of your chair. It's like the side. And I'm just going to kind of bend over this way. My left arm is going above my head. So I'm grabbing my chair with my right, and my left is going over my head. Again, it's nothing fast. It's nothing to stretch. I can even just reach up if that's what my body wants to do. I can reach over if that's what my body wants to do. It's up to your body. Good. Then we're going to switch. You're going to put your left hand on your chair and your right hand up in the air. Apparently my back hurts today. That's what I'm finding out. And it says for a deeper stretch, you can like cross your other hand on your legs and kind of do a deeper one. But that's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and go to the next one, guys. You guys are doing awesome. Kind of flowing through these. So we're back at center again. Oh, we just did that. I already went through it. Look, the bottom says even smile a little bit. Has anyone smiled? Maybe a couple of us? No smiles? Okay, that's okay. We can move around. We can go like this the rest of the time. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Still sitting with your feet on the floor, interlace your fingers behind you. So like this, but I can't really, like that kind of. But instead of bending over right now, I want you to just open your chest. So my shoulders are here. I'm going to pull my shoulders back and open my chest up. Can you feel the blood circulating? Let it go down into your chest. See what feels good to you. And now, while your hands are still behind you, it's called a forward fold. If you can, again, it's up to your body. Just kind of lean into your lap with your hands still behind you. Good, Leanne. I'm just leaning into my lap. Bending forward. This is a great place to think. Just to come to senses with your mind, your body. What are you thinking about? It's a nice calming little place. And then we're going to slowly rise back up to center. It is so cool to see you guys do this with me. It's very cool to see it. Oh, I went the wrong way. Can't even, there we go. I've been talking about breathing, keeping our mind open. So the next one is we're gonna put our arms out with the palms down. You're gonna put them together and above your head. So it's together and then above your head. Draw your shoulder blades down. There, it's like a little, this thing, except I'm here and I just bring my shoulder blades down. Sometimes it can feel silly. That's okay. Remember, silly can be a good thing sometimes. Kind of go back and forth. How does your body like going like back and forth, side to side? Is it used to using those kind of body parts? I don't know. Go ahead and go back to center. Rocking and rolling, guys. Rocking and rolling. Oh, I touched the wrong button. Okay, cross your right ankle over your left knee. So my foot is here. I'm putting it on my left knee. I'm just crossing my legs like I'm sitting, just relaxing. Just move your ankle. Rotate that ankle. Again, it's not so much of a stretch. Just move that ankle. Move it nice and slow. Go the other way. Rotate it the other way. Good job. When your body is ready, because this is all about your body, I am going to switch legs. So I'm going to put my right foot down, nice and slow, and I'm going to bring that left foot up and rotate that left foot. Rotate that left foot, rotate that left ankle. It says get some deep breaths. Don't forget about breathing, clearing that mind. Let's go ahead and go back to center, guys. This was the last one. You guys are rocking and rolling through it. Now we're going to have our palms up. So open palms. Open palms. Make sure your back is still back. Your back is still back. Your shoulders are still back. That's the word. Shoulders still back. Close your eyes again. And you just take a couple breaths to yourself. So I'm going to close my eyes even. My eyes are closed. Take some deep breaths. Focus. Think of something that you can control. You can't control about school next year. You can't control the weather. Think about something you can control. You can control, what can you control? You can control if you smile or frown sometimes. You can control your attitude sometimes. You can control, you decide. You be that voice in your head to decide what you can control. Not what your parents can control, what you can control. When you're done with that thought, come back to center. I'll kind of look here. Good. Yeah, it's your thought. Remember, you guys are control of your body, over your emotions, over your stress. It is you. Like, I am here to empower you because it is all you. It is your body, your stress. My hands look really big there. It's all you. So there is a stress Google. I'm going to stop this music before I go crazy. There is a stress Google form. And guys, when I say it's like a short form, there is like 6 questions. It can take you less than a minute, like less than a minute. Just for us to see kind of about your stress. What stresses you? How do you deal with that stress? What helps you with your stress? It's super short. The assignment is scheduled to be posted at 3 and it's due next Friday. I wonder if I click on it, will it show you then this screen? Do you guys see the form now? Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's just a nice little form. I don't even think yeah, nice little form. There are 6 questions. I'm gonna go back to the other one. All right, here we are. And then if you really want to have extra time, we're not gonna do it today, but if you enjoyed kind of that music and if you enjoyed the closing of your eyes and thinking of your thoughts and thinking kind of what you can control, this is an amazing 5-minute, says quick anxiety reduction. I can tell you I've done this multiple times. It just talks you through kind of what to think about, how to relax a little bit. Anxiety and stress can come hand in hand a lot of times. And so this can really help kind of calm you down. Just curious, does anyone feel, I don't even want to say better, but like a little more, does anyone feel a little more, yeah, a little bit, got a head or two, got a so-and-so, I'll take it. I will take a so-and-so. Anything that we can do to help with that stress is amazing. And then if you really like the yoga and you want to try other yoga, I won't play it today, but in the slideshow, there will also be yoga for teens, like yoga for you guys. Not yoga that I need to do, yoga that is for you guys that you will be able to do at home. So I'll go back here a couple slides, just one more quick thing. Thank you guys for doing that. Like I said in the middle, it is so awesome to see eyes closed and to see a forward fold, and like just makes me smile. Like it's so awesome to see that. But anyone notice how often I say and starting like online and recording yourself makes you listen, and needs to stop in my vocabulary. But what?
Oh, I was just giggling. You're not alone there.
I didn't notice until we start like recording yourself, and for school I had to record myself and post it, and I'd be like, wow, the ums have to stop. There's a lot of ums. I know what I'm saying. So your homework is a stress Google form. Again, 6 questions, just a little bit about your stress. Again, in about 10 minutes, it will post automatically to the Google Classroom, and I encourage you to fill it on out. So thank you guys for participating. I thought that was awesome. Yoga is something that you can do by yourself. You can like YouTube like 5-minute yoga things, and I don't know, it helps. So thank you guys for participating. Thank you guys for being here. Much love and awesome job today, guys.